Are the Calgary Flames setting up a Jacob Markstrom trade? No, this is not clickbait, as usually professional sports teams acquire the position they need that they have or are going to trade away. And guess what? The Flames just acquired a goalie, so we could see a Jacob Markstrom trade happen sooner than later. Welcome to Flames Digest. I'm Mark Griffith. If you're new around here, you love the Flames, make sure you subscribe, because right around 81% of the people are not subscribed. So if you want to stay up to date on all the latest news, updates, reports, and rumors revolving around the Calgary Flames, then make sure you stick around. But like I said, the Flames, they've made some sneaky moves here that may allude to a Jacob Markstrom trade sooner rather than later. So let's get into Flames sign goalie. And no, it is not obviously a goalie of Jacob Markstrom's caliber. That is quite difficult to find these days. We know Jacob Markstrom has had an absolutely sensational season, especially before the trade deadline when he still had defensemen in front of him. No offense to some of the guys on the current Flames, but his stats were unbelievable. Could have been a Vezina candidate had the Flames maybe kept some of those defensemen. But we also know that he's a little disgruntled within the organization, not too happy here in Calgary, and a trade is likely imminent this off season. So what did the Flames do? Well, they have signed a goalie. The Flames have signed goaltender Walterri Ignatjew to a one-year contract. Now, I know that's another acquisition the Flames have made where the player's name is a little bit more difficult to pronounce for us North Americans. But from now on, let's call him the Igniter. I think the Igniter could be a pretty good nickname here. So the Flames have signed the Igniter. Another goalie. Obviously, a lot of Flames fans want and think the Flames will buy into Dustin Wolf to be the goalie of the future. Dan Vladar can come in and maybe mentor him a bit since he does have a lot of NHL experience, especially if Jacob Markstrom is to be traded. Now, if the Flames are happy with Vladar, happy with Wolf, and now happy with the Igniter, then that gives them all the reason to trade away Jacob Markstrom. Am I saying a Jacob Markstrom trade is happening right away? No, of course not. But I'm saying this is definitely a sign that it could be happening this summer. Let's get into the Igniter's facts here. So he is Finnish. He's 24 years old. He's a little bit younger than I am. And he's pretty big, 6'3", not huge for a goalie. Obviously, we've seen goalies who surpass 6'6", but he's got good size, a little bit bigger than Dustin Wolf. He could afford to put a little bit of poundage on him, but he is very cheap, just an $870K per season cap hit. So very, very cheap and pretty bog standard facts here for the Igniter. Now let's see where he has been playing. So in the past few seasons, he has been around Finland and Sweden a little bit of Scandinavia in there, and not bad stats. So this season he was playing in the Hockey Allsvenskan. I don't know. I'll need a Swedish fan to tell me how to pronounce that one. But that is the second tier of hockey in Sweden, not the Swedish Elite League, but just the league underneath that. So still a high level of play and a .918 save percentage, which is very, very good. If he could recreate those numbers in the NHL, obviously that would be absolutely spectacular. But it is playing against a little bit easier competition over there in Sweden. So who knows how his game could translate to the NHL level. But it's another goalie to have in the system. Now, am I saying he's, if Markstrom is to go, is he third in the order on the totem pole? No, because obviously the Wranglers have other goalies as well. But it is a good sign that if the Flames are acquiring a goalie, then maybe they'll be getting rid of a goalie. And that man will most certainly be Jacob Markstrom. Now, you can say that I clickbaited. I really don't think so, because this idea came from the fans themselves. I was reading the comment section on Instagram of the Flames page and the Reddit, and a lot of people think that this move means that a Jacob Markstrom move is coming. I was just piggybacking off of the Sea of Red. Now let's get into another move that the Flames made today, and that one involves Mr. Adam Klapka. He has played 4 games this season, has yet to register a point at the NHL level, but he has been recalled to the Calgary Flames. So that'll be very good. Hopefully gets in some NHL action with just 2 games remaining. Why not get as many people involved as possible? It looks like they may shut down a couple players, a couple of the veterans towards the end of the season here. We saw Blake Coleman sit out the last game with an injury, so maybe he will just remain out. No need for him to further an injury or anything like that. So Klapka could come into the lineup. We've also seen Mangiapane be a little bit beat up here, so maybe they will let him rest for the last couple meaningless games of the season. But either way, the Flames are making some sneaky moves, and it is a good thing. Now let's talk about how the Flames are on fire. And obviously, I love talking about the Flames as a collective, and they are on fire. They have a couple wins now in a row. Last night's game against the Coyotes, I know it would have been great in the standings for the draft lottery if the Flames had lost that game to the Coyotes. It would have put them tied on points. But now it looks like Calgary will probably be 8th to the bottom, 9th to the bottom. I don't know. It's getting a little bit sketchy. Why are they winning at this point? Why can they win earlier? But either way, it was a very exciting game. The Flames won 6-5, came back from a few deficits, one going into the third period, of course, and a lot of Flames played great. But there's two I want to highlight, and that is this dynamic duo. This is a graphic coming right from the NHL themselves. But the top teammates with the most points of the week from April 8th to 14th, it is Andrei Kuzmenko and Nazem Kadri. They have both been lights out for the Flames lately. It seems like Kuzmenko is just scoring at will. He's unreal, and I know we've made a lot of Kuzmenko videos lately on the channel, but I think the grand consensus at this point is to keep the guy. The Flames need the scoring power, and maybe it is a little insight into what the future of the Flames could be if they do retain Kuzmenko. They really do need that scoring touch, and he can very well be the man to do the job for the Flames. And look at Nazem Kadri as well. His name has been involved in the Flames Digest community lately as well, whether he should be the captain, the next captain, or if Weegar maybe is. But Kadri is playing with so much leadership right now, and he is backing it up with skill. In fact, he got the 3rd star of the week for his performance from April 8th to 14th. The NHL's 3rd star of the week. So he got 4 goals and 4 assists in 4 games. That's a lot of 4s. There's an angel number involved in there. I'll have to look up what 444 means once I'm done this video. But 8 points in 4 games is absolutely amazing. And the 4 goals to go along with it. He should have been 1st star of the week. Who's this Austin Matthews guy? I don't know. It's not like he has 69 goals or anything. And Roman Josi, yeah, whatever. He gets lots of points. But we are focusing on Nazem. He is so good right now, and he's winning over the hearts of all Flames fans. Wow, the lighting looks different than last time. The sun went behind a cloud. But no, Nazem Kadri is playing amazing. If he were to be the next captain of the Flames, because his contract does go on for a while. It's not like a Kuzmenko situation where we kind of need to sign him next year or let him walk sort of thing. Kadri's here for the long run. Well, the mid-run, we'll say. And he could very well be the captain of the Flames in the future. Either way, it is great to see him playing so well. I know statistically, it really does help the Flames if they were losing right now. But at the same time, it's so fun to watch them win games and see certain players play so well. I know it hasn't been the best competition lately. That might have been the last game the Flames ever play against the Arizona Coyotes. We'll have to see what Utah ends up naming their team. That could be something for a later video, speculating on what the team name will be for Utah. But we focus on the Flames here, of course. Kadri, amazing right now. Kuzmenko, amazing right now. There's a lot of other Flames playing very good. It's great to see Dustin Wolf getting some wins, and it is fun hockey to watch, even if it's not the ideal time to win. Now let's wrap up this video with the comment of the day, of course. And this one is from a user with a very humorous name, I guess we could say, but it is from Taternuts1. Weegar is a class act. Love his positive attitude. Guys like that are extremely valuable to the young guys' development. Thrilled to have a guy like that around. Yes, it goes with yesterday's video extremely well of how Weegar was really talking up the Flames as an organization and his commitment to them. He has become one of my favorite Flames, really, with his sensational offensive play this year, and now just saying the right things. He could also be the next captain of this franchise. And I completely agree with Tater Nuts here that he is a class act, great positive attitude, and having a guy who can say the right things for a young locker room that the Flames will have for the next few seasons is so valuable, vital, instrumental to their development, and it is great that he is part of this organization. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you like what you saw here today, and have a wonderful rest of your day.